This is the I Know podcast where we all about healthy debate, honest conversation, and talking bare junk. Information, knowledge, observation.
While I make dip out, I don't miss crop over.
Okay.
I mean, you got.
I might leave for 2 days,
Okay.
but I'm here.
Furthermore, in my opinion,
I recognize that too.
I recognize that.
Wait, crop over Tuesday. Is it Tuesday before?
Is you choose that before?
That is your day, though.
Let me keep it real. First of all, let me come out and say this on national YouTube Asian.
Right.
Nobody wasn't doing Tuesday before we decided to do Tuesday.
All the things,
Okay, no.
Puffy, that's
Okay,
your
You
day.
understand?
Sorry,
That's
I
your
was gonna say
day.
something, but I can't say no.
What you was gonna say? What you was gonna say?
No, but that just crazy. All right,
Totally
I was gonna say, and this is how I felt about it on that day.
Totally things cool.
There were a couple of events. I went to two. Let me just say for the sake of I went to two. And I thought Hyped was a very good international event. That was a Barbados summer climax right there. Because it was something everybody can enjoy.
Correct.
And again,
That's what it is.
I'm gonna just be real, I'm gonna just be honest. I felt like Mikey's reunion was an amazing soca event
100%.
for a Tuesday.
100%.
So I just think
Shout out
like
to Mikey.
for a Tuesday, those are a Tuesday crop over, those are very two different events that everybody could live.
But
Who side
look
you
at
on,
this,
nigga?
right? No, that's 100% accurate.
I
But
feel
look at
everyone
this.
can live on that day.
Heights, I don't think Heights and Mikey's thing can compete with
Yeah.
each
They're
other. It's
not.
two
It's like
different
chalk and cheese,
events.
dog.
Yeah,
It's two different
it's
things.
just- and I've always been very sure or I've kind of always tried to emphasize what this party is. You know? There's so many tourists in the country.
Oh, whoa.
Wait.
Sorry, no,
Don't-
I just remembered something. I didn't want to cut you off. That was just a genuinely gasp. It wasn't a gasp, but whatever. Like,
always
people complained, and they found it
You
so
can't
interesting.
complain.
that
It's in the advertising.
people complained that there wasn't enough soca hype, and I was, are you mad? You went to hype, dog.
But it's in the advertising.
It is.
We play everything.
What do you think about people saying though that because it's like the crop over festival, it's kind of a slap in the face for you to kind of like try to appeal to everybody? What do you think of people saying that?
How is it a slap in the face to appeal to everybody
It's the same
when
thing-
everybody come
It's
into
there.
the country?
Everyone is
But
there.
it's the same thing as like you know people have issues when radio stations play other
Right.
genres.
Same thing.
Right.
Yeah.
It's kind of like
BBC.
why are you playing other genres at an event that is right at the peak of the crop over festival? I think that's what people have said.
So the supermarkets should only sell orange juice.
Man, let me not do that, man. I get you. I
The
hear you.
supermarket should only sell orange juice.
But can you wait until
Barbados
after?
don't make oranges.
Okay, so my question would be: what if somebody said? What if somebody said then that you are taking advantage of the season when tourists are coming as a business move to have your event that is not really in keeping with what the season should be about? What if somebody said that? What would you say?
First of all, as somebody who considers themselves a cultural ambassador, right? I strive to be an example or to show the world how talented and how great our DJs and musicians are.
Mhm.
It would not be in my character to have a party that puts these DJs and musicians on a platform for more people than usual that doesn't allow them to express themselves holistically and creatively. That's not my brand, and that's not what I stand for.
Mhm.
I got here by doing this. So why I can't do sign outs at my own thing. I would respect everybody else's thing. I'm not gonna go and play protocol at Brewster's Road. But
Sorry, it's funny to imagine.
but this is my party.
Right.
And this is what my party is. And the people that come to this are coming with an open mind. They're coming to see and experience how creative DJs are and how good they are at navigating or allowing people to have a good time. And the floor is theirs. That's what the brand is. If you like orange juice, come and drink some. If you don't want orange juice, they got apple juice across your road.
Right. I have always felt that playing 100% soca kind of cuts off all the people who may need to be kind of like you need to kind of package the soca in a way that there are other genres that they like, but then when you ease in the soca, they would then become soca lovers in that kind of way. I think there are a lot of people that are not 100% soca lovers all the time.
I have another argument, and I know somebody would say, oh yeah, he's a cultural ambassador, and soca is we culture. Why Rihanna don't sing soca then?
Oh boy, wow, you went there.
And this isn't even an argument, it's just like pretty much...
Rihanna's not a soca artist. So why can't I play if We Fall in Love at my party?
Yeah, but she's also not performing at a soca festival.
She's also not the epitome of Bajan culture.
She isn't, but she's not. She 100% isn't. She's not.
I don't know if I want to be a part of this conversation.
I don't look at... I think it's fair to say I don't look at Robin Fenty and think that is Mother Sally reincarnate.
Right.
I can't. No, but here's my.
But still,
not
you can my point is, you can represent the country and not do that.
No, I get you, Puffy, and I get you, and I think they understand 100%. I'm focusing on the Rihanna example. I think if I brought somebody else, I might have given it more fair game.
No, I actually still on that Rihanna example. I honestly one thing that bothers me like deeply is the fact that a lot of that philosophical approach to what we do in our culture boxes us in to doing the same like very like quintessential Barbadian things as opposed to expanding. What do I say when somebody like Chian, who does not necessarily 100%. Sing soca all the time, 100%. She's the best singer on the island to me right now. Why would I really tell her that she cannot be a cultural ambassador because she's singing something different? Why? She's singing a genre that doesn't come from Barbados, but better than all them other people that from that place.
Crazy.
Right.
So are you saying that you're gonna clip her wings for real? That's the same thing as hype. No, at the end of the day, not everybody likes 100% soca at an event.
Right.
But also the fact of the matter is that a part of our culture is one of the greatest DJs in the world currently is a Bajan, and this is his event. Why can't that be Bajan enough? Why not? Why can't he define something for himself? And the fact that does not happen, the fact that we have to hold people to this same standard of you must be doing this 100% soca something, if not, it is an indictment to our culture. It's foolish. I think that's garbage. That's foolishness. And I don't know why you are still in Barbados. You should have relocated because I understand this is no.
Also sells out in Toronto.
No.
Dr. J.
No. This philosophy is a lot of the reason why there is brain drain. 1,000%. 1,000%. Like if I feel like I am not welcome or that my party is not welcome simply because it does not fall within your paradigm.
And guess what? The same DJs that play here in Barbados are the ones that play in Toronto.
I want clarify something quick because like I meant to touch on it earlier, but I think other people thought rapper, but
right. Go ahead.
I think it needs to be. I think it needs to be said, right? That
it's gonna be like 3 hours long.
I'm not sure that.
You editing?
Me and Gianni.
Make a Gianni time though. It needs to be said that even though, and I did mention I don't think Rihanna is the quintessential Bajan, etc. I still think it's extremely foolish what we do during the summertime. The summertime in the island where like people like coming in because like they come in and enjoy a Caribbean experience, 100%, right?
100%, bro.
It's crazy that we limit that to only Trinidadian and Bajan music, and sometimes only Bajan music.
No.
It's silly also that we know instill in our Bajan minds that soca music is June, July, August. So if soca play now in February, people is like, oh, why are you playing soca? Why are you playing summer soca? Playing soca in April? That's a blasphemy because of reggae festival.
Parties
Stupid,
in Barbados is playing real soca, but
you find in Barbados?
When I go out, the few times that I'm at home, I find that real soca is still playing, and people like a lot of soca.
1 month party. 1 month.
I can't. I mean,
I think that's important.
It's probably also the type of parties that I went to.
Probably be.
Yeah.
Allow me to play devil's advocate for a little bit.
Do your thing, dog.
Let's go.
First of all,
sorry. Go.
You cited one of my artists and so on.
Yes.
So you know where I stand on this.
Yeah.
This is an agreement. But let me play devil's advocate for a little bit. What about the argument that we are diluting our culture? And if we were to use, say, an example like a Jamaica, where they have festivals, these Sting and different things that are cultural things on the landscape for Jamaica, and it has branded Jamaica. And Jamaica, in terms of musical culture and so on, has been, imperial is not the best word to use, considering speaking about Jamaica, but it's an imperial culture because it's exported. People are, Jamaica is known internationally because of a very, very strong cultural export. So what about people saying, well, okay, but Jamaicans don't do anything differently and whatnot. They ain't playing anything, it can be reggae, it can be a dancehall kind of vibe, and they're exporting that almost like 100%.
So what is Barbados export?
Right. So this is the question. So how about the people, maybe the hardliners, the traditionalists, and so on, say, well, look, the problem with us is that we don't have a strong culture, and because we are so quick to dilute our culture, we have a diminished cultural experience for people to really say, well, look, it's harder to brand Barbados because we have been, say, well, we can do a little bit of this and we can do a little bit of that, right? What do you say to the people who cite that as an example?
Let me zip my mouth. Let me talk because
It's forcing that paradigm, forcing that culture export.
So let me solution? Ask this before you answer. One, is there validity to that thought?
Which thought? As in
that I just presented.
The example you brought was major in my opinion. I feel like it's only recently that Jamaicans started to adopt other genres furthermore. Like I think Bounty Killer was quoted the other day complaining about soca in Jamaica. I mean, you could argue Bounty Killer is an old head, but it does stand out from Bob Marley down. Like Jamaica had a reggae dancehall export. I've never heard of anything else coming out of Jamaica. I mean, you will hear about more and more genre come out of Barbados, more and more genre come out of other countries. So I do think there's validity to your example for sure. Mm-hmm. But then, like, I just feel like it's not always an apples-to-apples comparison. So, like, what worked there doesn't necessarily have to work with other countries.
I believe that makes sense if you have a scarcity mindset and not one of abundance. That's my personal opinion. If you believe that you cannot do both, like you can have a very rich, concentrated part of our culture that's exported, as well as have something that can appeal to people that would get a wider audience that may not be interested in that. If you have that mentality that cannot happen, that is a scarcity mindset, not one of abundance.
Do you think that we have both? Both the...
What I'm saying is you can have the hyped events and you can also have the 100% soca events without diluting the 100% soca events. The fact that people do not... So, for example, Shensia is waving the flag high, right? But she is partnering and putting herself, aligning herself with a lot of people outside of thing. If you look at people like Skilly look at Pop Can. Look at Pop Can is the perfect example. Pop Can is both of those things in one, you know?
That's the one right
Both of those things in one, you know?
That's the one right there.
Yeah. So, I mean, if aligning yourself with OVO and at the same time still doing his own things, big man, I mean... At the end of the day, there's a way of doing it. People just have a way of doing it. And the fact that we always limit and clip the wings of the people who are the artists in Barbados to only do this one thing, especially soca artists, I feel very strongly about that.
It's really interesting because this has been rooted so deeply into the artists that I feel like some of the artists have issues even trying to express themselves in other ways.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
There's some artists that can't sing anything other than soca.
Start.
And it's just like when you send it to them, be like, yo, I could hear you on this. They can't see the vision.
It's a fact.
Because it's not what they're used to. I've experienced it.
Yeah. And everybody running into a saturated market.
It's
Everybody's
crazy.
sounding the same way.
The same way,
because
bro.
it's this mold. You gotta go on this conveyor belt.
And all it takes is for Chian to make a TikTok on somebody else's beat, and it blows up. and it blows up.
He said all it takes is for her to make a TikTok on your
She
beat.
go and that can also happen. She go and remix somebody's TikTok, and it goes viral. And they actually make it a song, and then she goes on tour with somebody
get Mafia on the phone.
halfway across the world.
Yeah.
And then what? And then everybody from Barbados is gonna be like,
Yeah. Put case in point.
Exactly.
Case in point, right? Amanda Reefer.
Yo!
Is she a cultural ambassador, yes or no? Based on the fact that she was on the biggest album of the year, I think.
She got nominated for a Grammy this year.
She got nominated for a Grammy.
Yeah.
Is that, do we count
Who's
that or not?
about that?
We have to make a decision.
How many people are talking about that?
We have to make a choice. We have to make a choice. Are we happy? Are we embracing Bajans in all of their different elements and facets and genres, etc.? Or are we gung-ho on this is the traditionalist view and we ain't changing from it? That's just weird.
Preach.
Thanks for watching the INO podcast, Information, Knowledge, Observation. Be sure to give this video a like and subscribe to our channel. We'll see you soon.